make some
Yes? Huh? Well, not really. Well, I was taking an evening walk like I always do, and I saw some men outside the Echo Deep Mine. The thing is, they look like mercenaries, up to no good. I've never seen them around here, and they look real tough. In addition, the Echo Deep Mines are not a place people go. There are myths about it. All sorts of stories. Some say it's haunted by ghosts. Some say a wealthy bandit lord hides out in it, quietly contributing to the crime in Riften. Some people even say that deep within the mines there are Dwemer ruins, full of all sorts of automatons, just waiting to slay whoever enters. On my way back from my walk, I passed the mine entrance again. I heard all sorts of horrific noises. I reckon something happened to those men. Anyone going to those mines is up to no good. Now, I've asked the guard to take a look, but they just ignore me. I need someone to see what's happened. Would you go look for me? Please, if they're planning something, the city guard needs to know. Please, go check for me. Finally, thank you. I'll mark it down on your map. Just be careful. We still don't know what's in there.
Just came through that, then that would make you the traveler, wouldn't it? They who arrive through the Shimmering Gate mark the start of the worst. It's just a story, of course. I'm going to assume you're from Skyrim, and you somehow managed to get the portal working. My job would dictate that I arrest you right here and now. However, I'm in the middle of something important right now. If you give me a hand with it, afterwards you're free to go. I'm searching for a Nord named Matthias. He's the blacksmithing apprentice in the nearby town of Ember Creek. I assume that since he isn't in here, he's in the nearby cave. Unfortunately, I can also assume that that cave is full of bandits. I'll still have to report your arrival to my superiors, but if you assist me, I'll say you were cooperative and helpful. Oh, also, the switch to lower these bars is out here, and it looks like your portal thing has shut off, meaning I'm the only one who can let you out. Alright, let me lower these bars for you. Waste any more time. Matthias!
Thank the divines. Get me out of here. The switch to open the cage is on the wall over there. I have important news for Agnar.
What is it? Are you alright?
The bandits, they're working for Ingvar. I overheard them talking. They're searching for something. That's why they kidnapped me.
What are they searching for? What could you possibly know?
They wanted to know about some key, and when they found I didn't know anything, they were enraged. They were deciding what to do with me when you two showed up. Thank the Divines for that.
Agnar must know about this. I'll have our friend here tell him. You go home and get some rest.
Thank you for saving me. I'll see you in Ember Creek.
Go to Amber Creek to the southeast. I'd go but have a patrol to keep, and Machias is rattled and needs to rest. Once you're there, find the Jarl Agnar in the main house. Tell him the bandits are working for Ingvar. It's imperative that he knows. He may also have a reward for you for delivering such important information. If you follow me, I'll unlock the gate for you.
Good morning. Falskaar is a complex land. We've had a lot of war and death. Things have been pretty dark the last few years, but I think we'll pull through. After all, Olaf led our people through the treachery when we first arrived here. I'm sure Agnar will do the same for us now.
Welcome to Falskaar.
Rangar!
What? By the Divines. Machias, is that you?
I was being held in Brittle Run Cave, but the guard and someone else found me and got me out.
Well, by all means, go inside. Have a drink and get some rest.
Actually, I think I'd like to stay out here and do some work with you. It'll be good for me.
Of course. Grab a hammer. It's great to have you back. When you are older, my son. For now, just enjoy being young.
If you say so.
Do not fret, Wilma. You will grow up to be a great warrior. I am sure of it.
But only if I keep practicing. I'll go do that right now.
Do you need something? About 100 years after we first arrived in Falskaar, explorers figured out roughly where we were. It appears we are far to the northeast of Tamriel. However, we aren't sure how far. A great magic seems to surround this land, and a voyage to Tamriel takes far less time than we think it should. Nobody is certain why. The only thing we are certain of is that we are on Nirn. Same stars, same moons. At least, this magic makes it appear that way. A very long time ago, a man claimed to have been spoken to directly by the gods themselves. They foretold a prophecy of sorts. The gods told him that they who arrived through the shimmering wall marked the start of the worst, and that they were deemed the traveler. This tale spread, and eventually became somewhat of a legend in Falskaar. However, nothing ever happened, and the gate in Muzubdan remained dormant. Until now. You have come through from Skyrim. What does that mean? Are you the brave soul the man spoke of? If so, what does that mean is about to happen? The land has already been riddled with war and death. We can't take much more of it. We have trade with Tamriel, and had ships run back and forth for hundreds of years. So they know about us, though we are certainly out of the way. I am curious as to how these mercenaries you speak of learned about the specific gate, and the tools to activate it. We aren't even sure how it was done 700 years ago. This is certainly something I would like to look into sooner or later. The technology could provide useful for us, for all of Nirn. And it would give Brother Thorlo something to do. What? What led him to believe that? Such a statement cannot be taken lightly. This is bad news. It could very well mean the start of another war. Thank you for bringing me this information. Please, accept this token of my appreciation. I hate to ask more of you. You have already saved one of my people, but I don't have much choice. Long ago, when there was war between my family and the Yunvaldirs, there was a group of monks that served as our wise men and court wizards. They have since retired to a simpler life, but their roots are still there. They may know what Ingvar is up to. Please, go to Balin Priory, to the southwest, and talk to Brother Thorlo. See if he knows anything.
I hope you're keeping out of trouble. We aren't really sure. Its location would obviously suggest that the Dwemer people built it, but there is little evidence to prove it. We've seen no signs of this kind of technology in other Dwemer ruins, so we can't do much beyond speculate. The scholars in Weizemonstedt were potentially studying it, but none of their research made it out, so we'd have to start from scratch. Due to the continuous conflict in the land, researching the portal further simply hasn't been something we focused on yet. Perhaps someday, though. Not really. I know they're a growing problem and are all over Falskaar, but nothing else. That couldn't be. Unless Ingvar is trying to start another war. Regardless, we cannot help. 700 years ago, Shore saved our ancestors so that we could flourish in this land and absorb its knowledge, not tear it apart with war. We will not help instigate another one with the Unvalders. Of course, we are so loyal to the Borvalders. If it comes to it, we will fight by Kigagnar's side until victory or Sovngarde takes us.
Have you spoken with Brother Thorlo yet? Unless he instigates war. He sent men to kidnap and interrogate one of our people, and he blankets the land with his mercenaries. Is that not a declaration of war? Very well. We shall work without their help. For now. I need you to do something else for me. Bandits have overrun the docks and have cut off trade with Skyrim. Please, go to the docks and kill all the bandits. Then talk to Hendrik. He runs the trade store there. Ask him if he learned anything helpful while the bandits were there.
Thank you for what you did. We were getting ready to make a move. I couldn't let them do anything to Freya or Galen. Please, accept this. It's the least I can do. A long time now. We got married almost 10 years ago, and had Galen shortly afterwards. Our anniversary's coming up soon. I do need some help getting Freya's gift. I don't suppose you'd be willing to give me a hand, would you? Good. You look like the kind of person who may enjoy what this entails. I want to get Freya something special for our 10th year together. Her mother used to always wear a brilliant sapphire necklace, a gift from her father. She wore it all the time. When we were just kids, her parents were killed by highwaymen. Her mother must have hidden the necklace because the bandits didn't take it. A guard gave Freya the necklace and she kept it close. However, the bandits must have figured out she had it because they broke in a few days later and stole it from her. It was all Freya had left of her parents and it never was recovered. I want to give Freya some of those memories back and make a replica of that necklace. It won't be the real thing, but I think it will mean just as much to her. Rengar of Amber Creek is capable of crafting such a fine piece. However, he'll need a very special gem to do so. I need you to go to Grimrock Grotto and recover a priceless sapphire, then take it to Rengar. He can then remake the necklace, and I can surprise Freya with it. The tricky part is that the gem is believed to be guarded by the crew of the sunken ship that once carried it. They still walk the cave, but they aren't living anymore, if you understand what I mean. If you do all this and get me the necklace, I'd be forever in your debt. The grotto is down the coast, far to the west.
Greetings. His entire army. Then I am not sure what we are up against. I wouldn't be so sure. You see, the last time we fought was just over 100 years ago. His family wanted the throne, and they attacked the Falskaar and Amber holds. The war ended with us the victors, and his family put town in shame. They agreed to never try to gain power again, and ever since it has been mostly peaceful here. There have been some minor skirmishes and attacks since, but nothing linked directly to the Yunvaldirs or Stalgard. The most recent was 20 years ago, when Pinevale was burned to the ground. It was a small mining village on the north end of Falskaar Hold. A real shame. Some real nice people lived there. I am not sure, but whatever it is bad news for us, and he needs to be stopped. We had best get my housecarls. The Jorgunner family has served mine loyally for hundreds of years. All that's left of them are two brothers, Ulgar and Svegard. Follow the river east until you come to a stream. Follow that stream north, and it will take you to their cabin. Tell them that they are to resume their duties as my housecarls. It is not a statement that is spoken lightly, and they will know it means war is upon us.
Good morning.
How do you do? Ingvar's family, the Yunvaldirs, have fought ours for almost 600 years. We must take the possibility of this happening again very seriously. The Yunvaldirs are smarter than that. They are not much for declarations or show. They value obscurity and disguise. I fear we may again be at war, and we don't even know it.
Greetings, friend. That bastard Ingvar up to something? Yeah. We knew this would happen someday. Tell Agna that we will prepare, then head down there.
Good morning. Oh, it's great. We hunt for our food, gather water from the creeks and ponds. We even spend some time smithing weapons and armor. Not that we're anywhere near as good as Rengar, but we've made a couple things in our time. We also visit town every once in a while. If you haven't yet, you must go down to the Amber Mead Inn and try their amber mead. Oh, the best mead I've ever had, I tell you. Our whole lives, we were born and raised here, as were our parents before us, and their parents before them. Our great-grandparents were the last ones to be raised at Hjorganar Manor. I can't imagine how different their lives were from ours. We've certainly tried, but neither of us managed to find someone yet. Ulgar was sweet on a girl once, but then she turned out to be a bandit kingpin and he had to kill her. I've had my share of fancies, but I haven't found the right one yet. Do not worry for us. Hjorganar blood is strong. It will live on. He's a light-hearted guy. He got over it. Plus, collapsing an entire bandit warband from the inside was great fun for him. As it was with you, my friend. The Unwalders are making trouble again? Very well. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Let Agnar know. We will prepare and then head down.
It's simple, and I'll only ask one more time. Let us search, and then we'll leave.
You will do no such thing. I don't know what you're up to, Ingvar, but you will leave my people be.
You will let us search, or else.
Or else what? Go back to Stalgard, Ingvar. You are not welcome here. Leave me and my people in peace.
I'll be back, and you'll regret this. Your whole town will.
Got sick of Stalgard already?
Here on vacation, are we?
Shut up, both of you.
Svegard, Ulgar, it's good to see you two again.
Indeed. It has been too long, my friend.
How may we serve you, my king?
Svegard, we have been over this.
Sorry. How may we be of assistance, Agnar?
Ingvar is up to something.
Big surprise there.
He demanded to search the town, and has mobilized his entire army.
His entire army?
He is up to something for sure.
I fear he may make a move on Amber Creek, or Borvald. I think you two need to be here.
Of course, Agnar. Our swords are yours.
Very good. Then we must figure out what... Brother Thorlo, have you decided to help?
Ingvar, that bastard.
What happened?
He came to the Priory, demanding to search the place. We let him search the main temple. And when he wanted to search the private quarters, Brother Colin stepped in. His men simply killed him, and searched the place anyway. They tore it apart. We buried him, cleaned up, and grabbed our weapons. We were to remain neutral until provoked, and Ingvar just hit the beehive with the stick. Wherever you need us, we Sons of Shore will be there!
May Brother Collins be guided swiftly to Sovngarde. I am glad you decided to fight. This may be worse than we thought.
What could Ingvar possibly want? He tried to search the Priory and then Amber Creek. Why hasn't he touched Borvald?
Borvald! Either he has already been there, or he is headed there now. Jarl Varfred must be warned.
Then we aren't leaving your side. You're in too much danger.
Ulgar is right.
And I must stay to mourn, and to think.
That just leaves our friend here.
Putting our trust in an elf. That's new.
That just leaves you. We'll stay here and look at guard reports. Maybe we can figure out exactly what Ingvar wants. Go to Borvald, the city on the plateau to the east. It's been locked down due to the increased bandit activity, but his housecarl should let you in. Tell him what has happened. We are on the brink of war. One that could be bigger than any this land has seen before. Warn Jarl Valfred. Time is of the essence. Now go! It wouldn't be the first time his family has done something like this. In the war 100 years ago, they tried to take the city. Fortunately, it was later in the war, and Sevedeus Borvaldur had his army prepared for the attack. However, if Ingvar attacks now, Jarl Valfred will be completely unprepared. Borvald is in very great danger.
The city is in lockdown by Jarl Valfred's order. What makes you think I'd let you in? Nope. Due to increased bandit activity, Jarl Valfred has ordered that nobody other than residents may enter. And you don't live here, so get lost. The city is in lockdown by Jarl... very well. I'll show you to Jarl Valfred. Follow me, please. We have a visitor for Jarl Valfred. Open the gates. Follow me. Because the countryside is full of bandits, and we've had a few incidents, so the Jarl has asked that the passage into the city be restricted. A large amount of thieves and killers coming into the city, causing civil unrest. But not anymore. Not with me watching the gates. Locked in? They aren't locked in at all. I just don't let in random chaps like you. The known citizens of this land are free to pass as they wish. Random people I've never seen before, and the more shifty lot, however, are not permitted entry.
I'm Jarl Valfred. Is there something I can help you with? I figured that's what was happening. I've had my city sealed because these damn bandits are everywhere and killing my people. It would be Ingvar. Damned Unvaldir's up to something again. Can't they just leave us be? You said he was looking for something. Do you know what? I don't like what this implies. I think I may know what he's after, but I don't want to jump to conclusions. Especially not this one.
Jarl Valfred, sir. The city is under siege. It's the bandits. They've breached the gates.
Damn it! We don't have much time. Goran, grab our weapons and let's go.
Already have them.
Ingvar has the nerve to attack my city. This is certainly the start of another damn war. You have to go and tell Agnar. Ingvar's either desperate for power, or has already had a lot of it. We have to get you out of the city, so you can get help from Agnar. Let's go.
We've got trouble.
Damn it! The gate's damaged. We'll have to go through the crypts. There's a secret exit we can take. Let's go.
There are too many bandits topside. I don't want any following you in. I'll stay behind and hold them off.
But Goran, you can't just...
Just no goddamn time to argue. Now go!
Very well then. We should go if we don't want his death to be in vain. By the Divines! What is that?
You two are too late if you're here to stop me. The key is mine. Ingvar will get the heart of the gods, and he will rule all of you.
Of course. The heart of the gods. Ingvar must have found it. That's what he's looking for. This is very, very bad. Come on, we must hurry. This is it. The way out of here. Now go on, you have to jump. It's the only way you'll survive. Tell Agnar that Ingvar's going for the heart of the gods. He'll understand. Now, I'll hold these guys off for as long as I can. Now jump! Hurry! I can't distract them forever!
Have you spoken to Valfred yet? What? That son of a... Did you talk to Valfred before the attack? He has found the heart, then. We've been searching for hundreds of years. Long ago, when we came to this land, our people were dying. The whole island was rigid and freezing cold. It is now known as Olaf's journey. During it, he met an avatar of shore named Achring Being, who tore out its heart and gave it to Olaf. He used it to transform the southern half of Falskaar into the warm, habitable region it is today. It was watched over by 5 guardians until the transformation was complete. The heart was no longer needed, so, to keep it safe, the 5 guardians sealed it in a chamber somewhere in the mountains. You need 5 keys to get in. The keys are of leadership, wealth, wisdom, strength, and shelter. If he attacked Borvald, it was undoubtedly to get one of those keys. Please, have a seat in the main room, and I'll call a meeting to inform the others.
What's wrong, Agnar?
Ingvar has attacked Borvald.
What?
Why are we sitting here, then? We must go help defend Borvald.
Gentlemen, it is too late. He has too many men. We would simply be marching to our deaths. Borvald is lost.
That son of a bitch! Our ancestors built that town 600 years ago. He has destroyed a part of our history.
It's just like you to get about stupid buildings! What about those living in the city?
Stupid buildings?
Certainly many innocent people died today. They are who?
Please, we must not do this. Ingvar has killed many of our innocent kinsmen, as well as destroying our heritage.
Why would he do such a thing?
Based on what our friend here found out, he is going for the heart of the gods.
Divine save us.
He attacked the city to get the key of shelter, and he may now be going for the other keys as well.
We have to get the keys before he does. If Ingvar gets the heart of the gods, he will be immortal. We must stop him.
I thought the heart was just a myth. A legend.
So did I. But if he attacked Borvald just to get the key, it must be real. The keys have purpose after all.
Where can we get the other ones, then?
Some are more obvious than others. Yalma, come here.
What is it, Agnar?
Your necklace, please.
You don't mean?
Yes, my dear. Thank you. It was passed down to each generation of Borvaldur women, so that it would remain safe.
So then, we have one key.
Great, but what about the others?
Well, Ingvar got the key of shelter from Borvald. The key of wealth was held in Stalgard, so count that one out. We have the key of leadership.
So then all we need are the keys of wisdom and strength.
Exactly. The question is, where are they?
I think I may know where they are. The key of wisdom would be held by the court wizards. It should be in our old monastery, Karun. The key of strength was held by the Hjorgunars. It was most likely locked in the crypts of Hjorgunar Manor when they left.
Ha! Then what are we waiting for?
Let's get those keys.
Very well. We'll split up to save time. Thorlo, you come with me to Kolrun Monastery.
Okay.
And you two, go to Hjorgunnar Manor.
Yes, my Jarl.
We'll meet back here when we have the keys.
Let's go,
Yes.
Svegar.
You must make a choice. Help Ulgar and Svegard get the key of strength from Hjorgunner Manor. Or help me and brother Thorlo get the key of wisdom from Kolrun Monastery. Because we don't have the time. If Ingvar gets all of the keys and knows where the heart is, he will be unstoppable. We have to try to get as many keys as we can before he does. Well, in the manor you will probably fight Draugr. So that will be best fit for those who favor melee weapons or bows. Kolrun Monastery, I believe, has been taken over by necromancers. So those who are inclined to magic would fare best against them. Then again, it probably does not matter. Good. Now go! We must beat Ingvar to those keys!
I still can't believe what happened to Borvald. They'd had enough of the war and fighting. With the signing of the treaty, everyone thought it was all over. Suppose they knew better. They wanted a calmer life, so they built the priory, away from all the towns in their own small and quaint valley. So we remain to this day. However, we haven't forgotten our duties. When the king needs us in times of war, we shall serve him. Are you ready to get the key? This place has been overrun by a bunch of crazed necromancers. Let's go. And let's see here. I just need to...
How did you do that?
Be careful with... Just an armstick. Let's get going.
Take his key.
His key? Does he mean Ingvar? Did you grab the key? Great. Meet us back at town. Hopefully the Jorgunners have had similar luck and are waiting for us there.
Make haste, friend.
The Jorgunners got their key as well. We must all meet and discuss our next move. Everyone should be here shortly. Have a seat at the table, and we can begin.
Do you need something?
All right. Everyone is here. We may begin.
What are we going to do next?
Well, Ingvar has 2 of the keys.
Yeah, but we have 3.
Last I checked, 3 is higher than 2.
Ulgar has a good point.
Ingvar shouldn't have any keys.
Oh.
Also, a good point.
And I wouldn't count on us getting those 2 keys.
So then what do we do?
The heart chamber.
The what?
This is no time for poetry.
No. The heart chamber is the name of the underground cavern that was built to store the heart of the gods.
So, what's your point?
I think he is saying we need to find it.
Exactly. Ingvar may or may not know where it is. Either way, we have to find it.
And just how would we go about doing that?
The old scholars of Falskaar used to study in an old ruin to the northwest.
The Zemundstead? We have all heard the stories.
Yeah. The scholars were there. until the place awakened, and the Dwemer tech crushed the poor little guys.
There was a book. Documentation of the heart chamber. It contained all sorts of information, including when it was built.
So we need that book?
How do we get it?
Someone has to go to Weizemundstedt and get it.
Okay. But who goes?
I have a town to run. I can't just disappear into the mountains.
And I'm not leaving your side again. Ingvar's bandits were at Jorgenar Manor. Ingvar's men are getting more dangerous.
They're probably a Kalruna right now, pulling their head out.
Then we stay here with Agna. That doesn't leave many of us.
Me? Oh, I'd love to go, trust me. But I fear I'm not much of a combatant. And dungeon delving isn't my thing. Kalrun was already pushing it.
That just leaves one person. Very well.
Then it's decided. Our friend here will go.
Brother Dolo will answer any questions you have. We'll be waiting for your return. May the divines watch over you.
Fair travels, friend.
Good luck.
Do you need something? Weizemundstedt was used by the scholars as a library. However, in 147 of the Third Era, something awakened in the ruin. All the Dwemer machinery came to life, killing most of the scholars. Only one man made it out alive, and most of the history and knowledge was lost. As far as we know, nobody has been inside since. A tragedy, really. There was a great library in Weizemundstedt, and when the scholar was chased out, only a few books came out with him. The rest are still inside, sitting on the shelves. Though, most of them are probably destroyed. Anything else you want to know? Nobody knows. Perhaps when you go there, you'll find out. That would be fantastic. Anything else you want to know? Just one man. He escaped and immediately tried to rewrite as many books as he could. Though, his memory was not perfect, so a lot of details probably got skewed. Anything else you want to know? Well, the actual entrance, where Yanavir escaped, is sealed. However, according to Nordic legend, you can access it by going through Watervine Chasm to the west. It connects to a massive network of caverns, underground rivers, and ruins. It should lead you right into the library. Once you're in, look for a book called The Heart Chamber. That's what we need. Bring the book back and give it to Agnar. Then we can figure out where the heart is and stop Ingvar from obtaining it. It's going to be a long journey, and I'm not sure what kind of dangers you'll encounter. But I know you can do it. Now go. You haven't much time, and may Shur guide your journey.
I still can't believe what happened to Borvald.
I'm getting hungry.
I wish I could, my friend. But King Agnar is in danger, and Olgar and I must keep him safe from Ingvar.
I hope you're certain. I'd love it if I could. Crushing Dwemer machines. Wouldn't pass that up. But my role is here, defending Agnar. We must keep him safe.
Kill me if I tell you.
And I'll kill you if you don't. Where are they?
Okay. They're at Fort Urok. He wanted them taken there, but I don't know why. I swear, I don't know why.
Very well. Svegard.
I'm on it.
Why?
You are here at a convenient time. Did you find the book? Ingvar has crossed yet another line. He attacked the town, and while we were out fighting his men, more snuck in, and they took Hjalmar and Wilhard. They took them away from me. We are going to get them back. Please, tell me you found the book. Finally, good news. Thorlo, he got it. Take a look at the book.
Interesting. Yes.
So?
What does it say?
Good news, everyone!
Does it have what we need?
Yes! It lists the location of the heart chamber and much else. This is wonderful!
Great. Then let us not waste any more time. We are going to Fort Yeruk to save my wife and child.
Of course, my Jarl. We are ready.
Shall we meet near the fort to plan the attack?
Yes. That is what we'll do. Will you help us attack Fort Yeruk and save my family? Thank you. You are a virtuous warrior, my friend. Meet us at the base of the cliffs below Fort Yeruk. We are going to break in and get my family back.
Please hurry to the cliffs below Fort Yeruk.
Hurry to the cliffs below Fort Yeruk.
Please hurry to the cliffs below Fort
I
Yeruk.
hope you're ready, because we don't have any time to wait. We are going in now. This is an old sewer entrance. We are hoping that it is lightly guarded, and that we can get in without alarming the whole fort. The holding cells. They should be here somewhere.
They're probably being held in the back somewhere.
Good idea. Let's check there.
Hello?
It's Daddy! I told you he would come save us!
Agnar!
Hjalmar, Wilhard, you are all right?
Man, everyone's here. Mr. Thorlo, Svegard, Olgar, and you. You must be the traveler. Man, these guys are in trouble now.
Stand back, you two. Ulgar, get the door.
I'm on it.
Get going. We have to get out of here as soon as we can. Well, they know we are here, so we don't have many options. We have sealed the door behind us so they can't ambush us, which leaves us one exit. However, it is locked, and the one key we found doesn't open it. So, take the key and go through the door on the left. Maybe you can find another way out. We'll work on getting the door open. Let us know what you find.
You again? You may be able to break into my fort, but you'll never get the key. I'll crush your skull and feed your body to the wolves!
Well, did you find anything useful? Because, we got the door open. What? So then, you had a run-in with Lieutenant Colgrim, I assume? Wait, if he is dead, then the fort is without the commander. We have a huge advantage. What do you say we take out as many soldiers as we can? I have grown tired of Ingvar's games. Help us clear the base, then get the front gate open and meet us back in Amber Creek. Now let's move! You heard the traveler. The lieutenant is dead. Let's show these bastards what we are made of.
Ah, Agnar. What are you doing here? Oh, of course. Flocking to help the people. I don't see Colgrim anywhere. He was about as competent as a chicken, fighting a pack of wolves.
This is between you and me, Ingvar. Let my family and friends go.
Oh, but it really isn't. You asked for help from Thorlov and the Jorgunners. You got them involved, Agnar. If they die in this war, it's all on you.
Don't listen to him, Agnar.
Does he really still have you two wrapped around his finger? How long are you going to let him pull your strings, hmm? And what about your friend here, the prophetic traveler? They aren't even a Nord, yet they fight for you. Ha! Fools. I tell you what, I'll let your friends and family go, if you give me the keys.
No!
Don't do it, Agnar.
You, on the other hand, I will not let go. You've orchestrated all of this. You have caused me far too much trouble.
Don't, Agnar. He won't let us go.
He is not a man of his word.
Please, I have no choice. Just know this, Ingvar. You can kill me, but it will only be your undoing. My people will keep fighting in my stead, in my memory. And do you know why? It's because as their leader, I served them. A king is only as strong as his loyalty towards his people. You lie and trick your people. You are not a king. You are not worthy of the throne to Falskaar. I help my people when they need me, and let them rule themselves when they don't. But above all, I defend them. I fought for them, and they will do the same for me.
There has to be another way.
Oh, trust me, there is no other way. Thank you, Agnar. I'll be going now. Goodbye. Kill all of them.
We had a deal.
This is going to be fun.
Head back to Amber Creek. We haven't got much time. Ingvar has all 5 keys and probably knows where the heart is. If he gets to the heart of the gods, it will make him immortal. We are going to gather our army, then end this once and for all. Meet me back in Amber Creek. On the way there, Ulgar, Svegar, Thorlo and I will make a plan as to how we should go about doing this. I'll give you more information once we are back at Amber Creek and have our plan. Remember to hurry. We haven't got any time to waste. I am gathering all of my forces, a fair-sized army. We are going to siege Stalgard. It lies on the far side of the Emerald Valley, to the far east. However, before we go there, we must prepare. In the meantime, we need the route into the valley cleared. That's where you and Ulgar come in. Thorlo, Svegard and I will stay here and help prepare everything. You must go meet Ulgar at the base of the hill below the Emerald Valley gates. He will be waiting there with a small group of soldiers to help. Clear the path into the valley, and we can set up our attack camps. Just know that once we set up camp to attack, nobody's leaving until Ingvar is stopped. So make sure you are prepared before you meet Ulgar. Now go! We haven't got much time. If you'll excuse me, I must gather my war crest and say goodbye to my family.
Ah, you're here. There's no time to waste, my friend. There's a small fort up the hill with a few men in it, and the camp farther down the path. Speak with me once we've cleared both areas, and you're ready to go. We'll let Aganar know it's clear, and the troops can move in. Let's move. Simple enough, right? Unfortunately, that's the easiest part of this whole damn mess that we've gotten ourselves into. Are you ready? Remember, once we begin the attack, we fight until we are victorious, or we die with honor. Very well. May we meet again after battle, or in Songard, brother.
At least the rain provides some cover. What? Surprised to see me here? I am a guard and a soldier. I've got to help in this fight too, you know. Or are you scared? I'm sworn to protect this land and its people, but I'm a bloody guard. Nothing of this scale has ever happened to me. Then again, we've got Agnar leading us. There's no way we can lose. Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. They're ready for you, Agnar.
Thank you, Ulgar. Fair people of Falskaar, for almost 700 years you have graciously allowed my family, the Borvaldurs, to lead you. Through thick and thin, you have worked hard, supported us, and provided unwavering loyalty. Unfortunately, not all who live in Falskaar are content. The Yunvaldir see the throne as their birthright, and something that can be owned or taken. They have started war after war, seeking power, their greed unmatched. 100 years ago, they even agreed to give up, to stop fighting, and to accept peace. However, over the last few months, Ingvar Yunvaldir, Jarl of Stalgard, has repeatedly broken that agreement. He has kidnapped my family, terrorized my people, gathered an army, and destroyed our great city. But now, the heart of the gods is within his grasp, and he has forced my hand. In honor of those who fell at Borvald, we must take up arms and return the favor, ending this once and for all!
You're too late! I'm off to get the heart now.
How did you find out where it was?
Oh, will you help me out with that one? When I took your wife and kid, I was going to interrogate them to find out. However, on my way there, I got word that you had flocked in to save them. How heroic. With you and your little clan gone out of town, it was easy enough for my thieves to sneak in and get that book.
You didn't know where it was until then?
Not until you were all kind enough to show me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must be going.
We've got trouble. We must go after him immediately. His city is razed, and his army defeated. His only hope now is to get the heart of the gods. We must fight up to the temple containing it, to the west. Let's go.
You just missed Ingvar. We tried to stop him, but he was on his horse and got through us.
He is heading to the heart chamber. We must follow him immediately.
Then let's go.
Sheath your weapons. We walk on sacred ground.
The keys are in place. Ingvar must let it be inside. We must hurry.
You're just in time. After all, nobody's been in here for 600 years. I would hate for you to miss this momentous occasion. I'd already have the heart, but it appears to have some kind of magical shield around it. Something that book forgot to mention. But no worries. My wizards assure that they can remove the barrier in a timely fashion. Those keys you gave me worked wonderfully. I studied each one for quite some time. I'm truly honored to be the one in my family that finally gets to use them.
What are you doing this for, Ingvar? Why must you vie for such power?
I do not want power. I want what is rightfully mine. Do you know what it's like to have something that is yours taken from you, then displayed just out of reach every single day of your life? Hjalmar led the group that discovered Falskaar for years. They were loyal to him. Then, just because he wasn't the one that helped them, they all flocked to Olaf, forgetting the services that Hjalmar had provided. To this day, the Borvaldurs remain at the throne that they took from my family. A throne that is not theirs.
The throne is not something you're entitled to, Ingvar.
The people have the right to choose their leader. They chose the Borvaldurs. They've done nothing but provide wisdom and help, while your family does nothing but cause trouble for the people.
That is not true.
How did you get your people to follow you so loyally?
You promised him power, didn't you? You would get the heart and use it to help them.
You lied to your people. That is the worst thing that a king can do. You betrayed your city. How could you possibly hope to rule all of Falskaar?
I will not stand here being assailed by your petty claims. Admit it, Agnar. You've lost. After all this time and smooth sailing, you failed. You have let your family and your people down. Now, don't any of you move. I'll make this quick.
We have to do something, Agnar.
We must stall him.
Duel me!
Excuse me?
You heard me. I am challenging you to a round of combat. No guards, none of my companions. Just you and me.
Agnar,
If you have a single drop of honor in your blood, you'll accept, or forever be known as a coward.
Fine. I'll play your little game. But fighting an old man wouldn't be much of a challenge, now would it? No. I want to fight the Traveler. They come waltzing through the gateway, supposedly foretelling some grand tragedy that is to plague the land. Certainly they must be special. He will provide a challenge, so I want to fight him.
You must do it. You aren't a Nord, but you must still have some code of honor. You must fight Ingvar in my stead, but do not fight for your honor. Fight for the honor of the people of Falskaar.
This is going to be fun.
Enough! Hold them!
You cheater!
Son of a bitch.
Finally, the heart is all mine.
What the? It's very good, sweetie. One day you'll be just like Clara.
You really think so? Thanks, Dad.
Keep it up. If you make anything else, you know I'll be happy to try it as well.
For the people of Falskaar, you put yourself in harm's way for the greater good of Falskaar many times. That is not something that most men would have done. I hope that this may serve as a reward for your actions. What you did is not something that many would have done, and we owe you. I promise you that the scholars of Falskaar will remember you. Brother Thorlo will make sure that your deeds are more than mere legend. Now please, have some ale. Listen to Rurik play his songs. Relax. You have earned it. We have all earned it.
I hope you're keeping out of trouble. I guess I go back to the Priory. I've served my purpose under King Agnar. Now, it's time for me to return and serve my purpose there. Perhaps me and the other Priors will work on finding shelter for the survivors from Borwald and Stargard. So many close lives affected. Then there's the mystery of the gate in Zundham. The prophecy of the Traveler was foretold, and you came to us in our time of need. Perhaps it was again the work of Akriving, sure. Either way, I'd love to learn more about the gate that started it all.
How do you do? I must continue to guide the people. Ingvar may be dead. The heart may be safe, but dark times are ahead. 2 of the 3 large settlements destroyed. Many citizens scattered or killed. The land is still thriving with bandits. However, with the Yunvaldirs no longer bringing them here by the boatload, perhaps things will look up. Olaf Borvaldur led a group of just over 100 Nords to salvation from Falskaar's frigid wastes long ago. I'd like to think that I've been given the opportunity to do the same for the people now.
Sword in hand.
Oh, you flatter me, my friend.
I am but a simple housecarl, and huntsman, as is Vegard. I suppose we return now to the cabin. The Unbaldurs are gone. Maybe now we can all work towards peace, instead of war. Though don't get me wrong, if obtaining that peace requires us hunting down a few rotten bandits, and I'm all for that.
Falskaar has some great elk, you know. The war is finally over. The Unvolders are gone. I guess me and Olgar will return to our cabin. Go back to the way things were. You know, when I first met you, I figured you were just another adventurer. In it for the gold, looking to find your big discovery. But I was wrong. You're a brave soul, and you have good judgment. I respect that. Maybe we can go hunting together someday. I'd be honored. Maybe when Olgar's ready, we can even go hunt some of those bandits.
Her heart began sprouting life out the cave and far abroad. Ever locked with 5 named